Hello YouTube, this is Chris again with External Services. Sorry my videos start out that way, but for whatever reason my hotkeys on OBS, it messes with things if I'm not just on Google, um, and then switch it over to whatever I'm doing. It moves videos when they're not supposed to be, and my Bible goes up and down and all that. I'm just trying to get all this squared away. And anyway, so I'm making a part two of this video here. Yet another reason the biblical flat earth is important and what aliens really are. I'll link that video in this video description, and I'll also link it in the part two that I'm making, and that's the video, all the stuff you see up top here. So I was doing getting everything compiled together. A lot of it I already knew, some of it I didn't, so I'm going down rabbit holes, and yeah, that's always fun. I like doing it. It's just when I'm trying to make a video and then I get more and more compiled on to, and I'm like, geez, now I got a long video. Anyway, so this video is going to be um, on Ezekiel, which I've had plenty of pastors throughout the years reach out to me in my YouTube videos when, especially when I made a video backing and supporting that aliens, when I believed in NASA's model, were not demonic. And they would always, one of the main verses they would always point out is Ezekiel. And they would always talk about the throne angels and stuff like that. And there's another channel I just started following, and he brought it up. I'm going to play a little snippet right there of his video. That's Minutes of Horror in my part two of this video. So I go to look up Ezekiel to go to the exact verse to put it in this part two. Let me know if you want the part two up tonight or if you want it up tomorrow. Either way, it's going to be made tonight. So anyway, I go over to Ezekiel and I find some crazy stuff that I do not remember ever being either in the Bible or it's completely missing. Like throne angels are no longer in the Bible. They were in NIV and in King James. So far, I haven't seen throne angels in the Bible at all anymore. And I remember them being there when the pastors brought them up about being UFOs. Um, on comments on my channel. But check this out, guys. I don't remember the word awesome ever being in the Bible. And before you start saying this is a mistranslation, it's retranslated, it's Bible app, blah, blah, blah. This wording is also in my 1999 NIV Bible that I got when I got baptized. And I don't remember rims. I always remember rings. In the King James and NIV said rings. Now, Ezekiel 118. Well, first, Ezekiel, from what I'm seeing, doesn't even speak of the throne angels anymore. But then the word rims used to be rings. And awesome never was there in any of the translations. And the word awesome appears multiple times within the verse here on the NIV. So this is one of the rare times where the Mandela effect has hit the NIV and not the KJV. But like I keep pointing out, most of the time that when it does change them, I mean, yes, the word awesome, that should not be there at all. But like rims technically can be rings. Um, and then awesome is not how I remember it. It was dreadful. We'll go over here to the KJV and look at the way it reads. As for those, for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful. So rings has been turned into rims, and dreadful has been turned to awesome. And their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Go back to the NIV. Ezekiel 1:18, their rims were high and awesome, and all four rims or rings were full of eyes all around them, all around. This is one of the main Bible verses. I mean, I got quite a bit from old pastors. One, I don't even know if he follows me anymore. I don't even see his channel, so maybe it got taken down. But he pointed out of one of many that pointed this verse out as aliens and UFOs are mentioned in the Bible, this specific verse. And I remember throne angels being in the Bible, and reading that for myself, and most of these old school pastors talking about on my channel in comments about the throne angels being UFOs, which this all will make sense when I put up the part 2, because I'm going to go more in depth of it. And so anyway, let me know in the comment section below, if you have an NIV especially, do you remember rings or rims? And do you remember awesome or dreadful? Because I remember rings and dreadful. And do you want the part 2 up of this video? Do you want it up tonight to go ahead and start watching it? And I'll try not to make it super long, but as you see, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I've literally had to stop myself from looking up stuff, because I just keep going down rabbit holes and add more and more and more. So I've had to stop myself. That's a bad habit and a good habit, because a good habit because I continue to see new things and learn new things, but a bad habit when I'm trying to make a video, because then I get all this stuff. So anyway, do you want a part 2 of this up tonight, or do you want it up tomorrow? And again, what do you remember? Rings and dreadful and Ezekiel 1:18, and what does your Bible say now? Or do you remember, like in the NIV, that now reads rims and awesome? And do you have throne angels still in your Bible? Because none of my Bibles do. King James, New King James, NIV, Bible apps, nowhere am I seeing that I know of. So anyway, use all the links in the About Me section. Rate, comment, subscribe. Much love. God bless. And I will see you on the next one.